Hey Kristen, how was your weekend?
Good. How was yours?
It was good. It was busy. I was just really trying to think about the stuff that we talked about in class last week.
Yeah, I know. It's a little bit confusing.
But I was watching this movie, Remember the Titans, which takes place right after the Rights Movement Act. And it's when the Jim Crow laws were created to still oppress black people. And the football team just won a big game and they're trying to go out to dinner. And the football players who are black are nervous about it. And they go into a restaurant and they're not allowed to eat there. And it just creates a lot of tension. Here, watch
That was a great example. Now that I think of it, I think of the Hunger Games. That shows oppression. The Capitol has all this power and keeps all the districts separate, which, when they compete, creates this hatred towards each other. Here, let's watch a clip.
I've seen that movie before, and I never looked at it through that lens. I just think it's very interesting when we start to watch these movies with a different lens of perspective.
Yeah, it really demonstrates and shows students what oppression is. I think these videos are great. I think we really owe it to the students to teach them about oppression because it's still occurring today.
I totally agree. I think the first thing that we have to do is to teach them about the Jim Crow laws, which were after the Civil Rights Movement, they were created to still oppress black people, even though it technically was illegal to do so. We also should talk to them about what racism is and how it's when one group of people with similar characteristics makes another group of people with different characteristics feel inferior because of their race. And oppression, which is more of like the action of racism, where one group doesn't allow the other group to do things. And then justice, which is kind of the outcome, which is not having equal opportunity or being treated fairly.
Yes, I think that giving them a clear understanding is very important. I think the way that we should start out is maybe show them some images. We can look some up. One would be the water fountain, showing them an image of the black water fountain and the white water fountain, and also maybe even bathrooms or restrooms.
Yeah, I think that's a good place to start. I think one way that we could help it come alive for them would be to ask them to journal about it and how they feel, how seeing those images makes them feel.
It will give them a new perspective and evoke their feelings, and so they will be able to connect it together.
Exactly. And I think we've already set up the ground rules and they respect each other, it'll just create a good discussion and give them something. And then I think we should let them choose what we learn about next, empower them with that decision.
I think that's excellent. It makes them aware and then ties it all together and gives them a better understanding so that they can learn and accept other people's point of views.
I think that's perfect. I can't wait to get started.